everyone is still talking about how Israel treated the flotilla activists, and I'm just over here waiting for anyone to mention Spain. Yes, today we also have my dog as a guest, Peach, and she is here to speak about her expertise in terrorism, how to look hungry when you already ate, and just generally begging for everyone to feel sorry for you. You know the story. A bunch of kids think they're gonna save the Middle East by sailing to Gaza with a bag of flour and some condoms. Israel boarded the flotilla, handcuffed the activists, wall to wall condemnation. Everyone is mad at Ben Gvir.
Ah, the usual. Viral.
But here's what absolutely no one is talking about. For some reason, everyone just completely skipped Spain. Spain made Ben Gvir look soft. And absolutely no one is talking about it. Condemnation? None. Outrage? Non existent. And that gap is what this video is about. Let's talk about what Spain did. Is anybody seeing this? They were being dragged forcefully, they were half naked, dragged on the floor. Just imagine what would happen if Ben Gvir did that. And wait, let's talk about Spain for a moment, because ain't nobody gonna be able to say that Spain is a pro-Israel country. Spain is a left-wing, loudly pro-Palestinian government. They're supposed to be on the activists' side. And the international response? Still waiting. Spain made Ben Gvir look gentle.
Perhaps I treated you too harshly.
Since no one is gonna say that, I'm just gonna go ahead. If Israel is uniquely evil for stopping the flotilla, what do we call Spain? And the best part, none of this was planned. Spain just reacted. It shows you just how these activists behave when the cameras aren't pointing at their favorite villain. With Israel, it's always maximum provocacy. Cameras wall to wall, make sure that every clash is recorded. Spain, not even a word. And none of this is the behavior of activists or aid workers. It's almost like the activists were the agitators all along. Aid workers don't have a favorite villain. These guys do. Now let's talk about the system and zoom out a little bit, because these activists didn't go to Israel to deliver a handful of humanitarian aid. They went to farm content. Because anything online that mentions Israel as the bad guy,
Engagement score rising. Emotional volatility detected. User tribalism confirmed. Outrage retention optimal. Maximum engagement achieved. And that's how attention becomes a recipe.
it's actually the easiest clout machine to shit on Israel. Now let's zoom out and see how the content performs. One side gets amplified and the other gets buried. Anything that mentions Israel as the bad guy gets massive engagement. Everyone loves hating Israel.
Why are you so obsessed with me?
It gets so many clicks, the algorithm just knows. And the activists didn't need to do anything other than just go farm the engagement and outrage. And they knew this very well. That's why we have so many flotillas coming to Israel, all cameras pointed at the IDF. And this is what we call asymmetry in engagement. You can see that the same input is generating completely different results. It all depends on which node it enters the network through. Spain? Boring. Israel?
Viral alert cocktail.
See, the algorithm doesn't care what happened. It only asks who did this. And Israel is the answer it was trained to amplify. And if you care about how Israel treated the activists and you just can't be bothered when it's Spain, that's the influence operation and the algorithm reinforcing the same bias in your head. Ignore when it's Spain, amplify when it's Israel. And here's the really uncomfortable part. You've all been fed curated reality, where one side is always guilty no matter what they do, and the other innocent no matter the outcome.
I have done nothing wrong.
ever in my life.
I know this. And I love you.
See, Spain being harsher than Israel should have been a story, and this story didn't even get buried by censorship. It just got buried by engagement scores. Your feed is not a neutral window into the world. It's a system that learned to show you what makes you click. You didn't miss the Spain story because it wasn't real. You missed it because it didn't fit the narrative, and the algorithm already knew that before you did. But what about the journalists? Journalists are now acting like recommendation systems and defaulting to clickbaity articles to sensationalized framing. And that's not journalism, that's optimization.
Outrage score, amplify, virus anger.
Pro-Palestine, Spain, silence. Israel, Ben-Gvir, massive outrage. Israel is the villain, Israel gets front page. Spain does something worse. And the activists knew which confrontation to film, and the algorithm knew which one to amplify, and you got the version that they both agreed on.